Well, hey, Cross Mountain. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know when you're watching this, but it is good to be with you today. And as I walk around outside, it is a beautiful day today as I'm recording this. And it reminds me of just the fact that we're all getting out and about, and many of us are back to work or back to doing things. And I want to tell you a story about a guy named Jack. Jack was out late at night and he was on his way home, and he was on a dark country road, and Jack had car trouble and his car broke down. So he's in the middle of the night on a dark country road. So he has to start walking, and he sees a cabin in the woods. So Jack starts to walk towards that cabin, and as he's walking, he just starts to think, who in the world would live out in the woods? This person has to be a terrible person. They have to be someone who doesn't want to be around people. It's late at night. They're going to be angry for me waking them up and frustrated. And he starts to play these stories on in his head of who this guy has to be. He can't be a good person. So Jack knocks on the door, and as he's thinking about these things in his head, the guy opens the door. And so since Jack already thinks he's a terrible person, all he does is he punches the guy in the nose and runs away. And see, that story is a perfect story because it just reminds us that our happiness really has very little to do with our situation. It has to do with our perspective about our situation. And in fact, Proverbs chapter 15 reminds us, it says, all the days of the oppressed are wretched, but the cheerful heart has a continual feast. See, it's the position of our heart that determines our happiness. It determines our gratitude. It determines our peace. It's not our situation. And so I just want to remind you to put into your mind the good thoughts. In Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, it says, think on the good things. Think on things that are true, things that are lovely, things that are of good report. So I just want to encourage you today, no matter what your situation is, as we begin to re-engage the world, think on the good things. It makes a difference.